Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome today, 1,453 of What Shift Now. Mixing things up a little bit, feeling like changing it up is required. I wanted to say blow it up, boom, but I thought if I type that in, I might get flagged by Facebook or one of the other lovely social media platforms. What are they called? Fact checkers. And so I didn't want to get in trouble. I said, I can't remember what I said. I said something on a comment in Facebook and got a warning. And I also lost one of my pages that I've had for, I don't know, almost a decade because I don't even know why. It just randomly got shut down. So that's one of the dangers of being on other people's platforms. It's one of the things about social media these days. We have to be involved in social media, but we also have to remember we don't own the platform, so we have to be careful that we're not offending anyone, any fact checkers, or doing or saying something wrong, which is kind of ridiculous, right? In the country of free speech, I think it's in the amendment still. It seems crazy, but it's true. So today, what are we talking about? Today, our idiom, our expression for, which is why I have the cute little dog guitar of my daughters, or not my daughters, my granddaughters. This great little Howard. I gotta tell you, this is a great toy for kids. My daughter and not my dog, my daughter's daughter, my granddaughters both absolutely love this. Although I did take the strap off so it's not a choking hazard. They can't carry it around, but it's okay for the 6-year-old, but not so much for the under a year-old. So took it off. But our idiom for supersize your business today was fit as a fiddle. And I don't have a fiddle, but this is as close as I can get to a fiddle in the house. I think my son-in-law has a ukulele, but I wasn't going to steal that. He's actually a very good ukulele player. But as fit as a fiddle was our expression, and we talked about, I'm actually combining and using for the rest of the month physical, since that's the emphasis for the annual challenge. I decided, well, why not, since I've been halfway through the month, I'm like, what can I do for idioms? I'm every few months, or I guess every month, I'm trying to think about, well, what kind of idioms do I want to focus on? And since I don't have my random book anymore, I have to come up with ideas. So I decided, excuse me, I got watery eyes today and a tickle in my throat. I'm super annoying. And I'm not drinking coffee, so a little bit of warm water feels great in my puppy dog mug. So puppy dog guitar and puppy dog mug. So fit as a fiddle. Are you fit as a fiddle? I'm obviously not fit as a fiddle since my coughing and watery eyes. I'm not sure why, but my eyes do not want to stop watering today. It's usually a sign that I need to do something different. So I'm going to mix things up. And for part of the nutrition, when we get to nutrition, I don't know what day it is. I've got a calendar, but I have to look at it, the night before I plan the next day's content. I'm not sure when nutrition comes up, but it's going to come up. And when it does, I am going to say that I am giving up sugar for 10 days, a 10-day sugar challenge, personal 10-day sugar challenge. I'm starting it today because I want to make sure that I can still eat birthday cake on my granddaughter's first birthday. But every January, I'm finding that after the holidays, I need to just reset, change things up, and just reset my physical being. And part of that is eliminating sugar, and usually sugar and salt. So maybe I'll do sugar, and I've pretty much eliminated salt from my diet unless it's in foods already. I just not good for my heart, so I did that a long time ago. So that one I don't do so much anymore. But sugar, it seems to sneak into my diet every holiday season, and then I find myself in January needing a reset to change and let go of some of the bad habits that I picked up during the holidays. Our topic for the BU 365-day challenge today was sleep. How do we get sleep? How do we get better sleep? And so I talked about, I found a Mayo Clinic study that shared and talked about different aspects of sleep and tips for getting a good night's sleep. And then I asked, what do you do? What is your best favorite sleep tip or sleep idea? I think one of mine is that I have a bedtime, nighttime routine as much as a morning routine. And it's evolved and changed over time, and I'm sure it will continue to evolve and change over time based on what I learned and what works for me. Last August, for example, I added, August, September timeframe, I added listening to a little hypnosis or affirmation or meditation every night before I go to bed. And it doesn't matter how long it is. I could do 5-minute ones because I don't think I've ever made it 5 minutes into any one of them that I've selected to listen to. So it's a way to wind down, finish my day after I've done the rest of my nighttime routine, and it's personal to each and every one of us. If you want to know what mine is, go ahead and ask. Otherwise, I don't share that because it is different and personal for each and every one of us. But I'd be glad to tell you one-on-one if you're curious about that. And again, it's evolved over time. What works for me? What helps me wind down? What helps me complete my day? What helps me capture what I want to capture from that day, the lessons learned, etc. That I want to make sure I either repeat the next day or I don't repeat ever again. So I have different things that I do every night before I go to bed. So those are the 2 topics. I guess the whole I want to change things up and blow things up is I feel like I've gotten into this rut and this routine in a couple areas and aspects of my life, and I want to bust out of them. I want to change things up and expect more of myself, I guess. I think I've gotten comfortable, and I remember growing up, and you might relate to this, that my goal, my objective was, as I got older, I always wanted to be comfortable, right? Comfortable. It sounds like a great word. I want a comfy, cozy sweater. I want a warm, cozy blanket to wrap up in. I want to be warm and secure and comfortable. And I think that that's awesome in some aspects, but I also think it's very limiting in others because it limits the amount of risks I'll take. It limits the amount of chances that I'll do certain things outside my comfort zone because I want to be comfortable. So I think I'm letting go of the need to be comfortable. Oops, sorry. That dog plays automatically unless you stop and turn it on. So I want to think on that a little bit today. I've got a few blocks of time in my schedule. I'm just going to think on that and say, what does this mean to me? I'm always, nowadays, since I started that communication and confidence training last year. It's a year-long coaching program since I've gotten involved in that. And maybe that's it. January, I haven't spent much time with that group or in that information. Maybe I need to pop in there and get another dose of that to make me know that I'm on track and doing what I want to be doing with respect to those 2 areas and aspects of my life. I think it's because I haven't finished those areas for the emphasis for the months as part of the annual challenge. I haven't totally mapped those out yet. I keep finding little blocks of time, but then I get interrupted and I don't get it actually done with respect to the annual challenge. So I think I'm through June or July probably. And so I've got half a year still to plan out. It's kind of like going through the Your Life is Waiting book. I think it's going to take me a little bit of time, and I actually gave my copy to my son, and he's using it, so that's kind of on hiatus. I need to pop on Amazon and order another copy of it so that I can not use that as an excuse to not be working on it. I just work on it. That's part of my nighttime routine. I just work on an exercise here or there as it strikes me as the thing to do. All right, that's what I've got today. Go out. It's Friday, so we're running into the weekend, so hopefully this weekend I'll get to map out the rest of that annual challenge. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not guaranteeing I will because there's other things that are priorities on the weekends for me. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I will be rambling at you tomorrow. Have an awesome day.